What is this? What have I done? What is this? Before we talk about the truck too much and get into detail and go through all that, let's rewind a bit till the morning so I can show you my adventure getting out here. Here we go, 5:48 a.m. Headed out, going to the airport, and we're going to the West Coast. Big day ahead. Made it to the airport, almost there. Flight leaves in about 45 minutes, or board, so I got plenty of time to get in there, park, relax. And it's raining, could be worse, could be snowing, because it is the middle of December. So we're gonna look out there, not have any problems with the plane, cancellations, delays, etc. Here we go into the terminal. I wonder if the walking machine, speed walking thing, escalator is broken. Yep, it's always broken. What is this called? Moving walkway? Flat escalator? Whatever it is, it's always broken here. I think there's one time it wasn't broken. Not like you really need it like some of the bigger airports, but it's nice to hop on that thing. Sometimes Monday mornings are backed up all the way here, but today it looks good. Recommend if you get travel lock, get pre-check. You know, it helps a lot getting through security. If there's a line of pre-check, you can get clear. Only get that if your credit card gives it to you free, though. It usually only takes less than 5 minutes to get in. Don't forget to recombobulate, y'all. Alright, so here we are in Salt Lake. And we're going to stop about halfway through the trip. A few hours, and yeah. Got one more connection and then we'll head out. But before we do that, we'll have to stop at the Sky Club and get some treats. The Sky Club's always banging. There's always a line here, but we are diamonds, so we're getting in there. Yummy. Alright guys, let me fill you in on a special little treat here. I love coming to Salt Lake because they have this amazing pudding. This is like a chia seed, vanilla, and then they'll do a fruit. So this one I think is cherry. Sometimes they'll have berries on top. I've had like a blueberry mint thyme one before, but it's just so good. It's so good at any time of the day. It's just like creamy vanilla pudding. Just really hits the spot. So if you ever have a chance to try it, give it a shot. You won't be disappointed. The club. We are out of there. We left the club. Now we're going to the gate. And should be there shortly, within a couple hours. San Diego, here we come. Boarding in about 10 minutes.
Reach up and pull the mask down to start the floor.
Here we go.
Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Put the elastic strap over your...
Salt Lake's such a cool spot, but I've never actually been on the ground here to check it out. Almost 2:30 now, so just over 6 hours. And we'll grab something to eat, and then we'll go get this thing. But this is the grind, you know. If you want something, you just got to get it, and no matter how much time and effort and labor it takes, you just got to do it. So 6 hours in, here we go. Sky Club. Grab a quick bite to eat, lunch. Shouldn't take too long. Ooh, yummy. Usually I can't eat when I'm this nervous, but gotta get some nutrients and energy. Oh, alright, we're done. That tomato basil soup was on point. It's like the hidden gem of the airport scene. So the dock is about 10 minutes from here, so it's pretty convenient. So yeah, I'll update as soon as we get there, and we'll see what happens, if they let us in or if the car's there. There's so many questions I have, concerns. Here's the port. We're going back to work. So an important step in the process is to get your TWIC card. This took me less than a week. You go and schedule to get your picture taken and fingerprints, and you pick up the card. For me, I'm picking up at a different location because this is the location that actually has the cards. But with this card, you can access the ports. So any port in the country, maritime security and clearance and all that, you need this card to get into the port to get your car. Alright, we got the TWIC card, 30 minutes or so, and we're off. Alright, so I'm in the port, and apparently if you don't have a TWIC card, you need an escort. However, a person with a TWIC card cannot escort somebody without. So there's some special person that must escort. So I guess it's just a matter of going to this building up here, giving my paperwork and figuring out where the car is, and hopefully it starts and all that. But yeah, pretty exciting. And one thing I didn't know, the whole customs thing, it's like all off-site, it's all electronic. So there's no customs office here. There's no customs agent. That's all handled electronically. And yeah, that's done. So I just drive this thing on out of here. So we'll see what happens. Well, here it is. Look at this. Look what I've done. Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. What have I gotten myself into? We're at the lovely port, and we have a Land Cruiser Prado. This is just, yeah, this is big. This is big. So there's a couple issues. Well, it does have Toyota rain guards. That's kind of cool. Interior is super clean. I love it. A couple issues I kind of knew about. There's a little bit of damage down here. But what I want to do, first thing is kind of look, and there's no leaks. So that's the first thing I want to do. The underbody looks super clean. This is a little damaged here, so we'll talk about that later. It's got the 3-liter KZTE turbo diesel engine, and of course the battery is dead because this is my biggest fear with picking up a car. It's dead. I can't start it. So I'm trying the jumper pack, but it's not working very well. She's pretty dead. Yeah, she's dead. So I'm waiting for them to go grab a mechanic with a jump box, I guess, and we'll get this thing cranking over. But yeah, so big news here. Well, this is kind of it. This looks like it was damaged in shipping, so we'll have to figure that out. But everything else looks decent for the age. I think it's black. It was supposed to be dark green, but it looks like it was probably painted at some point. I don't know. Yeah. So super cool, super exciting. This headlight's like sideways. I'll have to fix that. So there's a host of things we have to fix, or you know, we can just kind of sell it as is, or I can drive it, kind of feel it out, and we'll go from there. Oh my God, I'm driving a right-hand drive Land Cruiser. This is nuts, totally nuts. It's like I ordered this from another planet and it just got delivered. It's just unlike anything I've ever experienced. Of course, the fuel is empty like they always are coming out of Japan, from what I've heard. What else? The battery was dead. We needed 2 chargers to get this thing going, but it looks like we're gonna be okay. The alternator seems like it's charging the battery, so I guess I'm just heading out of here. Can we make it? Are they gonna let us out? Or are they gonna just like stop me and be like, where are you going? That's it. Port's gone. We made it. We're out. We're in public land. Free. We gotta get gas quickly on this thing. So stay tuned. Alright, here we go, kids. Trying the freeway here. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but this is what we planned for. Trying to learn how to drive right-hand drive. There's still a jump pack hooked up to the battery right now because I don't know how good it is. The switches on the window are the wrong side. I got a GPS in my hand, and yeah, we're just doing this thing. Oil pressure's good, temp's good. We just filled up with 5 gallons of diesel, so that's back to quarter tank. The hub lock light is on. I don't know what all that's about, but yeah. The steering is a little like weird, if that's a word. It's kind of like floaty. I don't know if the hubs are locked, if that's what that means, or if there's just like a problem with it. I have no clue. So yeah, so far so good. That's all I gotta say. Wheel shakes a little bit, which is, I mean, expected. We're barely going 55 here. 100 is 60, that's kind of how I remember it. 100 kilometers is 60 miles an hour. So we're taking this way right. It's a quicker way back. Yeah, we're looking okay here. I will check back if something changes. Still going all right here. Everyone's blowing past me because I'm only going 60, but whatever. The trans works good, OD off, so that drops it down to gear, so we got all the gears. The trans shift's nice. I do want to try the AC, but I don't want to try it now just because of the state of the battery. There's a car coming here that I need to hurry up. Alright, we found the hub lock button here, so I'm turned that off and got rid of the hub lock light. So with no lights on the dash, OD is off right now, kind of going uphill. Like I said, if I really push it, it'll puff a lot of smoke. I don't know if that's normal, but for 30 years old, I guess, you know, it's a diesel, so what do you expect? But yeah, we got the Japanese navigation here, bunch of switches, cool stuff. I love the interior because it's so like 90s. I just love it. This thing just screams G-Wagon, like it's Toyota's version of the G-Wagon. This we can take off of here. That was on there the whole time. Check this out though. Oil filter looks new. It looks like it was maintained at least. So this is pretty cool. We'll do a deep dive on this. We'll clean everything and do like a top to bottom look on you know, all this stuff. So stay tuned. I mean, it does have some areas, but that's typical. But what's really cool is there's just nothing going on down here. Like you'd be used to this whole thing rotted out on a US spec truck. Like it's pretty good. I'm not complaining about this at all. This is just super clean. So the body, it's just, you know, it's a Toyota body. It's gonna have its spots. And this is all factory, looks like. Does it have a cat? No cat, no cats, nothing. Just a muffler. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, so let me, and I saw this and I priced it out. I was like, should I get this because of this damage here? But, you know, it's just one of those things where it's so minor, and they sell these bumpers. You can get these bumpers stateside still, so there's no like frame damage or anything in there. So it's one of those things where it's like, but it was a good enough deal that you know, I thought it was worth it. So we, you know, maybe a bumper here, maybe this thing we could either bend or get a new one. And then you know, this wide body piece, you can get these from UK. So that's not. So yesterday I replaced the battery. Now today I got to work on getting some of this writing off. I got to give it a nice wash to get all this old dirt off. I'm going to leave some of these stickers on because they're pretty cool. Now we'll knock this one out. We drove it last night and actually got some people checking it out, giving thumbs up, saying it's an awesome car, you know, just down the block and back. So that was pretty cool. I've got a bunch of people interested, so I really gotta clean this thing up, get it pictures, videos, and you'll probably already have watched that, but I gotta get that done yet for tonight. This is kind of boring, so I'm just gonna clean this up and then we'll start the fun part, the initial wash, and we'll see if I have to buff any of it, clay bar, who knows, we'll see. I did get a cool new wash mitt here. This is the Nano Skin wash mitt. Apparently it's now better than clay. So this has polymer technology and it cleans the surface just as a clay bar would. So we'll see how well this works. Hopefully pretty good. It's got like a mitt, wash mitt. Stick your hand in there. I'm not going to show you washing the whole car. Everyone knows how to wash a car, but we'll just do certain areas and you know, therapeutically clean it and see some dirt come off, and we'll leave it at that. Without further ado, it does have some nice beading on the driver's door. This is not so much, the hood not so much, but someone took care of it. I mean, it's waxed. Could be coated, ceramic coated, who knows. But you can see how it, you get the nice bead over there. Anyways, here we go. So this is the first time I've ever used this mitt. It's very smooth. I mean, like a clay bar, you imagine it's very, you know, you gotta be real careful with those, but this is very, very smooth. sure to do the 2-bucket method if you get serious with this stuff. All that good stuff so you don't contaminate. That just fell off. So, you know, there's little things here and there. It's a 30-year-old Japanese truck. What do you expect? Alright, let's wash that off. Rinse it off, I should say. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Pretty good, I must say. So I'm going to do the rest of the car, and I think the next portion is I got to go take pictures and videos of this thing, and then I'll bring it back, and then probably do a deep dive underneath and in the engine bay, but underneath is super clean. I mean, there's no rust like you're used to in America here, because again, this thing only has 150,000 miles, so it's kind of like, it's not high mileage truck, but they still do suffer from the same rust spots. It's a Toyota, so we'll kind of cover all that, and we'll see where it goes. Alright, just about ready to go take some photos and videos out in the wild, but hood was a little, you know, there's some marks on it, so I'm going to hit it with some McGuire's Ultimate Compound here and an orange pad just to make it look a little bit better, a little bit shinier, and not have any kind of like scuffs or marks that we could have got out prior. Really, the hood was only a concern at this time, so going to keep at it. Basically just, you know, 3 or 4 for a speed. You don't have to go too crazy, and then just go back and forth. It's a DA, just a Chicago Electric DA orbiter thing, buffer polisher, and that's it. Once this is, you know, dry, you can take a terry cloth or a cotton cloth and just gently rub off the excess, and it should be crystal clear. Perfect. I am in no way a professional. Grab a cloth, see how that looks. Alright, so once you get to this point, nice cotton cloth, you can just gently buff off the excess and you'll get a nice shine, hopefully, just like so. And black is obviously the most difficult color to fix, you know, if there's any issues, but you can see already how nice and glossy that's looking. So you can go with other compounds, you know, different pads, more aggressive compounds, but you know, this truck was really taken care of. Somebody really took care of this thing until its demise. So that is looking pretty good, and here you can see just some light scuffs, but you can't feel that with your finger, so you probably just need either something more aggressive compound wise. If that doesn't work, you can always wet sand it to get any fine scratches out of there. But again, I'm not a professional. I just know enough and do enough to make it look presentable like this. Professional stuff I leave to the professionals. So I'm going to finish cleaning off the rest, and then we'll take some videos out there at sunset. So here we are. It's all clean, washed, polished. Like we saw at the dock, it does have some damage. It was in some kind of a minor front collision. So bumper, if I were to keep this and do it my way, new bumper, new valence here, maybe a bracket or two, and then probably this piece here, and with those couple components the front end would be okay. But again, you know, I don't buy perfect cars. I buy cars that need a little bit of and this just needs to be readjusted or pulled out, or however this got smushed in. I don't buy perfect cars. I buy cars that are really nice mechanically and taken care of, that might need a little bit of body work here and there, and this would be, you know, a mint truck. So thanks for watching the journey. There'll be more where this came from, certainly, in the future. And this stuff, again, I don't think I mentioned it, but you can actually get this bumper in the US. It's a common bumper from, I think, like 45 series or 40 series or something. Whatever it is, you can get that. This stuff you can get from like the UK or wherever, Japan. So, I don't know. We'll see. We will definitely see. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one.